Hello everyone, my name is AOK. Welcome to my wonderful channel. I like to talk about anything that's happening on the timeline. Sometimes that's politics, sometimes that's just creator news. So anything that pops onto my timeline, whatever I think is interesting. I try to cover stories without all the drama and fluff. So if you like that kind of thing, subscribe, hit the like button, and we can get right into today's story.
The Australian government has reversed its earlier exemption and will ban users under the age of 16 from having YouTube accounts when its social media minimum age laws take effect in December 2025. So, another aspect of, I guess, internet freedom is being taken away, and now under 16s are not allowed on YouTube anymore in Australia. And I don't know why there are a lot of stories like this coming out right now in this period. First of all, we had payment processors putting pressure on Steam to get rid of not safe for work content, and then we have the UK's quote-unquote child safety law. And now we have this Australian case, which is actually just an expansion of, I think it was last year, when they banned children under 16 from using all social media platforms. But they excluded YouTube, saying YouTube can be educational. But now they are now adding YouTube to that ban, and it will take effect in December 2025.
Hi guys. Sorry to interrupt this wonderful video that you are watching. I just wanted to remind you to like the video and subscribe. I only need a couple thousand subscribers to do this full time, maybe 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. So, for you, it takes only a second, but for me, it makes all the difference. So if you like the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
The move follows a finding by the eSafety Commissioner that 30% of children aged 10 to 15 had encountered harmful content on YouTube, the highest among major platforms, prompting the reconsideration. Okay. This is where the problem starts. It's like thinking it's the government's responsibility to prevent children from seeing harmful content. Well, okay. Why doesn't this apply to television, right? Obviously there are shows that I think it's 8 o'clock, right? I think after 8 o'clock you're allowed to talk about some explicit content and things like that, things of that nature. But why nobody would ever argue that, we shouldn't even do that beyond 8 o'clock, because children might stay awake beyond that time, and it just doesn't work that way, because if children stayed up beyond that time, then that's the parents' responsibility. And the same thing applies, right? Because children are allowed on YouTube, but they have to have children accounts. If you're below 13, you can't have a YouTube account, but if you're between 13 to 18 years old, you have to have a children's account, meaning there are certain restrictions on things that you can't see. So, it's very obvious. So that means if they're seeing harmful content on YouTube, it means they are allowed to have an adult account. And that's their parents' fault. So the idea that it's now YouTube and the government's responsibility to provide some kind of protection to make you show ID is silly. I don't know how else to put it, other than it's just an excuse for government to add additional means of surveillance. And that's like me being a little conspiratorial of there's this backdoor reason for the government doing it, but that's the malicious reason. But even the innocent reason is just the government is just overstepping and not allowing parents to do what it's supposed to be a parent's job. And platforms including YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and X will face fines up to $49.5 million Australian dollars if they fail to prevent under 16s from creating accounts or bypassing rules via parent or proxy logins. So this is where the problem is, because if a child creates an account using a parent account or using a parent's detail or proxy logins, meaning fake details they go from somebody else, or use a VPN, then YouTube is going to be held responsible, which just makes the platform worse for everybody else. Because now if YouTube is held responsible, then actual legitimate adults are going to have to jump through extra barriers to prove that a child is not using their account. And this is what I always say about every single security measure. It hurts legitimate users more than it protects from bad faith access, because most of the time bad faith access is just easy to get around, and then all it does is create extra additional stress and barriers for legitimate users. YouTube argues it's a video sharing rather than social media platform, and warns the ban could limit educational access and infringe on freedoms. It has threatened legal action while continuing talks with Australian officials. I mean, it's very obvious, right? YouTube is different from other social media platforms. It can be just as addictive. It can have as much harmful content, but so can TV, right? The solution is just to monitor what the children watch on YouTube. Simple. There's a lot of adult stuff on TV. It's the job of the parent to stop them from seeing it. And then there's also a lot of harmful stuff on YouTube, but YouTube has already done enough to prevent them from seeing it. It has reduced profanity a lot. It has created an entire app for kids. They have to create a kids account and can only use the YouTube Kids app. So anything else is just going to be a restriction on the adults, and you're just completely absolving parents of any responsibility of protecting their children from what they see online. And I understand it's not easy as a parent to constantly monitor what your kids are watching, but then why make it should it then be the responsibility of YouTube and the government? That's what just doesn't make sense to me.
Hi. Before you go, thanks for watching today's video, but also I just wanted to remind you to like and subscribe. Like I said, I only need a couple thousand subscribers to be able to do this full time, so help me make all the difference. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.